Welcome to another episode of SKST Radio, and you tuned in to the Grayson Show, Artist Network. And I have one of my favorite artists here with me today, Miss Natalie Nichole. How you doing, girl?
Woo, I'm doing.
Oh my gosh, girl, you look so beautiful. How's it going?
I've been extra working, but overall I'm good. I'm getting better and better as I go.
Oh, good. Well, I'm following you, of course. I'm seeing all the hard work that you're putting in, and you're putting in the hours, and you're traveling, and man, I am so proud of you. I know it has to be hard. It has to be a toll, and you're out there doing it. So you had a show where you were in New York last week?
Yes, I was in New York City. We had two shows at the Days Summit. I was in association with a group called Underground Advocates, and they are a really awesome group. They always have really awesome shows. They kind of work in the same type of way that So Far Sounds works. It's like an organization that gives opportunity to independent artists to perform and get paid at each venue that they have. So I was with them and it was really awesome. I sold books. I put my, big old banner up and got to sing and perform and make new fans. And I did end up being a little sick, under the weather the second day, but I don't know. I think it was just really bad allergies and just stress, piling on after eventful years. The last 2 years, have been a lot. So.
Yeah, it has been. I mean, we talked to you last year.
Mm-hmm.
And since last year, I've seen you do nothing but travel. I mean, you've been in Texas, you've been here, you've been there. And I'm like, this girl has roller skates. She does not let grass grow under her feet.
Not at all. Not at all.
So tell us about your journey. Tell us about what you've been doing.
So in the last 2 years, I had the privilege to go on tour with DJ Calvin, Russ's official DJ. He's an independent artist that's super well known. For those who don't know who Russ is, just look him up. He's really awesome. And that kind of just manifested into more touring. And in between then, right before I actually got the opportunity to go on tour with DJ Calvin, I found out my father was in the hospital and he passed away. And so I kind of, thank you. I kind of just dove in head first and was like, he would want me to just keep going. He would want me to keep striving. So I went on that tour for a whole year and then spiraled into more touring and making more music and releasing a whole album called Evolve. And I had a lot of celebrity features like Little Flip and people I went to school with, like AJ Hearns, and people who I just grew up kind of admiring and just appreciating musically. And from then we got to this year, and earlier this year, my grandmother passed away. And I've kind of just been in a snowball effect of work. So this summer I kind of plan to hit a hard reset and just connect back to, grounding myself and feeling like a person for a second instead of just like going all the time. And then I'll come back next year stronger than ever.
Well, it's going to pay off, right? You do know that because it is paying off now. I mean, because like I said, I'm seeing you doing what you do and you promote. That's the thing that a lot of people don't do. It's like you can't sit up here and make a record or CD or whatever y'all call them these days and not promote it,
Right.
Even these interviews. I mean, you post. I mean, I have post from your post by not having time to post. You know what I mean? And so this is how you grow your fan base. And you're doing, hey, I'm a marketer. That's what I do for a living. And you are growing your fan base and you're doing it the right way. You're doing it the correct way. And I'm so proud of you. Like I said, I'm very proud of you. And oh my gosh, and you've been through so much and you still have that cute little smile. Girl, I'm so proud of you.
Thank you. I can't tell you how much that means to me. I'm just trying to keep going.
Yeah, well, you know what? Keep going. You know you got us in your corner. So, like I said, whenever you're in Virginia Beach, I got a couch.
Right. I know.
Forgot about that couch. The white couch is still there.
I know. I need to step on in there and sit on it. I need to sit on it.
We got a beach. Just come on down. Sleep on
right.
Got the beach. Go for it, girl.
That's true. That is true.
There you go. Yeah. I won't be there. I'll be at work.
Right.
So yeah, you need to defrag, right? Just kind of decompress and just let some of that go. And since you are going to relax this summer,
yes,
you have the opportunity right here. So just keep that in mind. That's what family does, right?
Yes, I appreciate you.
So now you have some songs that you've been working on and ready to promote. Tell us about them.
So I'm working on a whole album. It's called Mood Swings. And right now it is available on a platform called Even. And it's where you support independent artists by paying whatever you want for their work. So if you want to pay $5, you can pay $5. If you want to pay $100, you can pay $100.
Oh, it really is.
Yeah, right. It's up to you. So you get to, for this particular project right now that's out, it's a small EP. It's 3 songs and it's just previewing what's going to come. So there's going to be like 16 songs on the album, but you're getting a taste of it. And it's a lot of fun records. Mood Swings is like a good vibe. It's like Afro and R&B mixed together. I put a little bit of hip hop in it. And I'm just excited about this album. I had to wait for a while to, I guess, have fun on my records because I felt like I was writing like breakup songs and makeup songs and all this and that. And I finally stepped into a realm where I got to have some fun. So that's the highlight of, going through all that I've gone through in the last 2 years. I still found a space to dance. So that's what these songs are. Mood Swings is one of the records that's on the EP right now that you can listen to. And there's 2 others called The One and Gas Me Up. And they're all dance vibes and just fun, free-spirited records.
Nice. I think we have 1 or 2 of those songs.
Yes, you do.
Are we able to play them?
Absolutely.
With your permission. All right. Absolutely. Okay, tonight, which one do we have? Let's make it happen.
Mood Swings.
We do things. Life is like some chocolates for you and me. Running around in the forest, baby. Climbing up, ooh, I got it, baby. It's nothing like I teach, we going crazy. Time for us, love, this is serious. Can we trust if it ain't us? Right for you, right for me, same love.
I love them. Oh my gosh. Okay, so Mood Swing has like this tropical sound to it. So tell me a little bit about that. I mean, I felt the mumbo dumbo thing going on there.
Yeah, it's definitely influenced by some Afro beats, very islandy, and the switch up in the middle takes it to a hip hop at the end. So that actually was 2 songs put together. What happened was I actually did 2 verses for other artists, and they were supposed to be on their songs, but they never put out the record. They were never like gonna move forward with it. Years passed, and I was like, I'm not gonna let these great verses go to waste. I'm gonna make something. I'm gonna make something that puts both of them together and is fun. So that's what I did. I put 2 different songs together, and then made Mood Swings, and then it became an album. And then I was like, you know what? All these are fun. So let's have fun on all the records.
Absolutely. Why not? Right? Oh my gosh. Okay, so now tell us about, I know you did like a tour and you were hanging out and just, living the time of your life. What was that like?
It was awesome. I learned a lot. I feel like you don't really know what to expect sometimes when you're on tour, especially when you never had the opportunity to go on a full blown out tour. So you have to think of all the expenses that go with it, especially as an independent artist, and just planning all of that and road tripping. And I drove to a lot of the places. Yeah. And I drove to a lot of the places myself. So it was taxing in your mind, body, and spirit, but it was also so rewarding whenever you're able to be on the stage and see people's reaction to your songs that have never seen you perform before. I always say, like, it's one thing to have a whole bunch of people in the crowd supporting you and cheering you on, but when nobody knows you in the crowd and you still can impact them, that's the true sauce. That's the true essence of being an artist. Like, that's the real response that you're getting. Of course, if I have my mom in the audience or if I have my cousins in the audience, of course they're going to be cheering me on. They're my family. They should, right? But you don't know them at all. And then they're ignoring you for a second, and then they turn around and they're like, whoa, this is a good vibe. Like, this is a good song. That's what I love.
Is it scary though? Is it scary getting up on stage in front of a bunch of people that you don't know anyone in the crowd?
It can be intimidating. I mean, because you never know what anybody's gonna think, and no one knows who you are. So when you step on that stage, you really got to give it all you got and be your true self. Otherwise, they'll see through that and they'll be like, she ain't who she says she is, or this and that and the other. But if you're really just you, it never goes wrong. I've never had an experience where people are like, I don't like her, or I didn't like it. Even if they didn't care necessarily for a specific song, they always took away something. There's always been people who are like, man, that's not even my genre that I listen to, but you and your story and your energy and how you represent yourself was beautiful. And I appreciate that. I'm going to follow you. It's those types of things that you take away from people that you don't know. And I value that a lot. I value that.
Wow. So inspiration. So if I wanted to just say I can sing like you, of course I can, but if I could, and I'm trying to get myself out there, insert myself to let people know, hey, I am an entertainer. I'm a performer. How do I go about those steps? What would I need to do to get out there?
Well, I mean, first have material. I would say have some material. If you don't got at least 10 songs in your arsenal, don't go out yet. Because you need people to go search for something. There needs to be something that they can look for. Also, content. Make sure you have some content that people can search for too. If you look at my YouTube or my Instagram, there's so much stuff that you can look at. And on my YouTube, it's very categorized. So you can go to interviews, you can see songs, you can see music videos, you can see, there's categories that you can get lost in and love, or, pick shorts or whatever you prefer. Mm-hmm. So I would say have songs, create content that people can continually watch, And then of course, find people that you trust to do shows with. It's not always easy to get that part because it took a while for me to get to that point. But sometimes you just got to ask questions. I literally was just like, hey, I messaged DJ Calvin. I was like, I want to be a part of this tour. How do I do it? And he was like, this is how. I said, okay. And I did it.
Nice,
so
nice.
A lot of the times you just got to ask questions and be willing to accept the answer, even if it's not what you expect, and go either way. Like, take it or leave it, you know. Also, nowadays you can create your own shows. If you have listeners on your Spotify and stuff like that, find ways to go to those places and perform. It doesn't even matter if you start like on the street. Bring your mic and bring a speaker. Go to these places, show up, pass flyers out, and be there with the people. That's half the challenge. You know, some people think you have to be in this sold out show to show up somewhere and build fans. You don't. Just show up. Show up.
Yeah, it's interesting that you say that because right here at the oceanfront, they do have like performers. You know, they have their guitars or whatever they have instrument, and they're playing, and the city pays them to do it. And I'm like, wow, that is so freaking cool. You know, you're getting out there, people are hearing you, and you have to be there, you know, for whatever the paid time for. But it's still great. I thought that was a great tool to help young artists.
Yeah, and there's a lot of places that will pay you, even if it's, you know, a couple $100, they'll pay you to be there to do the time. That's an opportunity.
Yeah, that's more people that didn't know about you. And keep in mind, this is tourists, right? So these are people from all over everywhere. They get that opportunity for you to be in front of.
And so they take you with them. Yep.
Exactly. So with all the negative publicity going on in Hollywood, has this impacted you and your ideas and your thoughts about Hollywood?
I mean, I kind of had my own thoughts about it anyway. I mean, I think everybody who's experienced even a portion of the industry. I mean, I was discovered by Nick Cannon, and I got to see a lot of things behind the scenes. So, and that's all in my book. It Was God, the Natalie Nichole story. I talk about that. And I realized from those experiences that I didn't want to operate a certain way. And that's okay. I mean, people go their own, you know, routes and choose what they want to deal with or want to conform to. And I just wasn't about to pretend to be anything that I wasn't, or act more girly than I am. I'm girly, you know, I'm a woman. I love being a woman, but I'm not always girly. You know what I mean? Sometimes I like to wear sweats and chill and look relaxed. And sometimes I like to look pretty and glamorous. So I'm not going to give you anything that I'm not. I'm going to give you exactly what I am. And I'm not here to put on a show. And I feel like in Hollywood or in the industry in general, there's a lot of that all over the place. I mean, that's why there's so much negativity around it, because everybody's pretending to be something. And you get a few people that are who they are and can, you know, break through the noise, but a majority of it is fabricated to say the least. But I mean, I feel that way, and I still feel that way. I mean, you can find some things about the industry that are great, and then there's a lot of things that aren't. So I mean, you really, to each his own. To each his own.
You know, what type of advice would you give to a young artist now, especially dealing with what's going on these days?
To be honest, there's so many tools at our disposal right now. I mean, no one should be paying for like studio time. If you're a true independent artist, get your own laptop, get you a mic, set up at home, get your friend who has Logic, get you a template, record at home, learn these things, learn how to play instruments, and just hone your craft. We have YouTube, we have the internet, we are everywhere all the time.
Right.
The only thing you need to add to that is showing up. So do it. Like, there's really nothing holding anybody back anymore. There's nothing. You just got to keep being in people's face. That's marketing, right? Keep showing up and online, on websites, on this and that and the other, and then show up. And then it manifests into fans, support, turn around, people buying records, people buying merch, and it's all process. There's never a 1-2 step of anything. You just got to continually do it over and over and over again and get comfortable with having moments that aren't always fun, because it's going to get boring sometimes. It'll get like, man, I'm not doing enough, or man, I'm not getting the result. But results come in centimeters. Yeah, they come in centimeters. Like, they really do. And then years later, you're like, you look back and you're like, man, I made it pretty far. So you got to be willing to sacrifice to get to where you want to go, and not put a timestamp on yourself. Never put a timestamp on yourself, because there's no time limit. You just got to keep going. You'll get there. You'll get there.
Right. You know, it's so funny that you keep saying, you know, show up. Show up. In our society now, people don't want to show up. They just want it. You know, they just want to, ta-da! Where are you ta-da from? You know? Exactly. And so I think that's very, very important that you're saying the same thing. You know, show up. You know, put your work in, show up. And that's very important, young people who's trying to get in this industry, because it's hard. And the hard part is you working and showing up. Yeah. I think once you do that, I mean, like I was just complimenting Natalie at the beginning of the show. I mean, she's out there. She really is out there. I mean, I can Google her name and she comes up. And so that's amazing. A lot of people, you still don't know who they are. You know, I'm interviewing different people that's been in the game for years, and I'm still going, who is that?
Right. How can I
know that person? You know, I'm still having to figure out. Look, I still have to do sheets because I don't know who they are. And so, you know, at the end of the day, if I see Natalie and I see her on her Instagram and I see her on her YouTube and I see her, I know who she is. I know what she does. I know what type of music she can bring to us. I know what type of show I'm going to see. I'm going to see I'm going to be entertained when she's performing on that stage, you know? And so that's what I'm looking for in entertainers these days. You know, that's what you have to do. The old school stuff, they've done theirs. This is a whole new game. You know, like you said, we have the internet, we have all this. And so why not utilize it?
Absolutely. It's here for us.
Absolutely.
There I
am.
Look
at that. See, she was Googleable. You go, girl. You Googleable.
Googleable.
You're Googleable. That's my word, by the way. You can use it, though.
I'll use it.
So Natalie, you just came from New York. What do you got going on next?
So I am a teacher. So we're finishing up school. I have like 2-3 weeks left of school. So finishing that out, but of course I'm always working on music. I've been relearning the piano because I learned it before.
I saw that. I'm gonna pull my keyboard out and play with you for a little while.
Yeah.
I don't know how to play. But I did buy a keyboard though. You said that, right? You like the instruments you need. I have my instrument. I don't know when I'm gonna learn how to play, but I got my instrument.
As long as you got it, that's the first step.
See?
That's the first step.
There you go. So I'm going to follow my Natalie video, and I'm going to see if I can get a couple of keys in, you know. It's amazing, though. I'm like, oh, how cool is that? So, keep going.
Yes. I've been repracticing my piano and repracticing my guitar and things of that nature. Like I said earlier, I'm relearning. Like, I knew basics of Logic and how to record and things like that. And I've been recording myself, but I took more classes on deeper, how to learn deeper things like mastering songs and fully mixing them the correct way. Because I work with people who do that for me, but I like to know. I'm a person who I'm hands-on. So I've just been doing, brushing up on the knowledge that I had in my head and making sure that I knew it, and then learning more. And then, of course, making these records. I'm finishing up this album that we were talking about, Mood Swings. And I love these records. I love these songs. They're so happy, and that's really my nature. I'm this smiley person who's like perspective driven, but like silly. And I'm glad I get to get this out, because people usually are used to kind of a serious version of me in music. Although when you speak to me, I'm this all the time. But in my music, I tend to be a little more kind of gritty sometimes. But I'm just happy to be in this this lighter space. So that's really all I'm focused on. I'm focused on planning for next year, because next year I'm trying to have an ultimate, rollout of all these records, not only on Even, but on all platforms for everybody to listen to. And just have I want it to be fun. I want it to be fun the way I roll this out. So I'm really taking the time the rest of this year to plan it strategically so I can give it to you guys and you experience it like, dang, she stopped for a second, but you're not going to think I stopped because I'm going to be posting every day. But she paused the music for a second. And then, I'm getting a weather alert right now. We have a tornado watch.
Alexa.
Yeah, there's a tornado watch right now, so it's warning me. But anyway, I'm getting all of that together the rest of the year so I can really just hit the ground running next year and make people feel like, man, she's just the way you feel every time you see me. She's just going.
I mean, I love it though. I mean, it's inspiring, and me, I'm kind of like the mama bear. I'm keeping an eye on you, making sure you're okay and things like that. So that's just me, when I invited you into my family, that's what you get. You stuck with it. So I just do mama bear. It's kind of checking out and making sure you're okay. And, so you're not alone. You might feel like that sometimes, but you're not alone. Yeah. And so we're here for you. Is there anything we can do for you right now? What can our audience do for you right now?
Oh, man. I mean, just stream all the music, watch all the videos that I post on YouTube. There's always updates of shows and upcoming things that I'm doing. I'll be in San Antonio on the 18th. I'm performing at R&B Love Fest. Buy the new album, Mood Swings, on Even. Support independent artists, pay for it, whatever you like, and just keep watching the journey. I have a lot to give, so I'm gonna keep giving.
Right, I love it. I absolutely love it. While you're practicing and just kicking around a song or two, I could use some background music, with voice on it or something. I mean, just something, just throwing it out there, just.
Definitely, I got you.
Think about me every now and then,
I'll send you something. I'll email you something.
Right, sounds good. Okay, Miss Natalie, words of wisdom. What you got?
I always go to my motto: give love, be loved, and be loved, and keep mastering overcoming boundaries. That's really it. Just keep going.
I love it. Absolutely love it. Okay, guys, we're going to wrap it up, and we're going to tell Miss Natalie Nichole that we love her very much. We're going to support her. You guys go get her music, and I love that little heart. That was cute. And go get her music, and y'all make it happen. Support. I can't express enough, because people that are getting started, who are out there, they need our love and our support. And this is a really nice woman. She's really she's on her grind. She's trying to make it happen, and she's not trying to make it happen. She's making it happen. And so as long as she is out there inspiring other people, and she's not selfish. This is the one thing you don't know about Natalie. She shares and she gives, and she actually support other people. She has a book, that she's written, and she supports that. So guys, go buy her book. See what this woman is all about. And so I'm off of my soapbox. Until next time, Miss Natalie, I want to see you again soon. Thank you so much for being on the show today.
Thank you for having me. It's always a pleasure.
Absolutely. You had a lot of notes over there. I don't know if you had a chance to see any of them.
I did see a few. I did. I love it. The doves. Yes, I love it.
I think he's going to flash them out so you can see them real quick before we go.
Yes.
So look at all that love you got, girl.
I love it. Thank you for watching, everybody. Love the songs. Yeah. Awesome.
All right. There we go. So guys, like, share, subscribe. Send this email to everyone. Share. Until next week, SKST Radio, the Cammie Grayson Show. And Miss Natalie, tell them goodbye.
Thank you for watching.